fantastic one. But the first fight of the card, we've got Rock Roman versus the Moroccan Lion. This is going to be a banger. Rock Roman, an ESFL ex, or maybe he still is, an ESFL competitor, and he's going to be going against the Moroccan Lion, the famous Moroccan Lion, if you don't know from YouTube. He does the Moroccan crane kick and some other stuff. He's actually been working on his skills, Cyrus. I fought him a few times. It's not just the crane kick and a few other moves you got to worry about now. You got to worry about some nice boxing. He's been working with Dan the Freeman, so we'll see what the Moroccan Lion's got to offer, but he's got a tough test in Rock Roman, because Rock Roman is no joke.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one, brother. We're going to get straight into it. Like you say, the Moroccan Lion, you've seen him around many of the different UFC 4 communities from the Facebook scene. Obviously, I believe he's fighting over in Cage Rage and so on as well in the past there, brother. So I know this guy's like a well-versed opponent, and he always goes for that calf pick, if I'm not mistaken. Like you say, exciting kicks, kind of... he's an exciting character, but... up against a tough opponent, an ex-ESFL competitor. I don't know if he currently is, like you mentioned a moment ago, but to start out the card, no better fight, brother. This one's going to start off with a bit of a bang. I believe it was in middleweight as well.
Yeah, and he's an ex-sparring partner of mine, Rock Roman. We used to message each other a lot in spar, so I kind of know a lot of his skill set. And the same with the Moroccan Lion. The Moroccan Lion and me have had a lot of controversy when it comes to fighting each other. So these guys I know very, very well. And if Rock Roman takes... one wrong move here, it could be over, because the high vulnerability moves from the Moroccan Lion, the devastating, the crane kick if he catches you after a lunge is horrible, and the switch kick as well that he uses really well. So this will be an interesting fight to see. You can already see it going for it there, Cyrus.
Yeah, loving the feints to start it out. Nice knee when he was ducking down from Rock Roman. Obviously not liking that. He does have the Dustin Poirier pick, so this man has heavy hands, although seems to be the shorter of the two guys here, Humble, which may play a bit of an advantage if they go in such a heavy routine. Look at that, bro.
That's exactly what I was talking about. He's very good at missed opportunities. He's trying to get you to miss, and one thing he's doing really well is utilising that space with that forearm that you can do the break, is it bridge? I can't remember what they call it, but it basically gets you away from your opponent a lot quicker than usual and stops them from throwing punches. Takes you out of that punching range, Cyrus, basically.
Yeah, it's a lovely retreat that can... Oh, sorry, I thought he was about to get clipped. It's a lovely retreat that's maybe a little bit underutilised, but especially when you've got the reach advantage. Lovely combination. Rockman came to play tonight, my man. The hands are looking pretty quick when he gets the opportunity to rip those combinations.
And this is the issue I've always had fighting the Moroccan Lion. I don't mind getting hit by that crane kick sometimes. I don't mind getting dropped a few times. The problem is that he constantly goes to throw it, so there's an opportunity there to sidestep it, there's an opportunity there to lunge it, and when you do catch him, you're going to catch him in a high vulnerability move, and if you've got good finishing ability and a good character, you know that you're going to hurt him and like continue that damage, and that's what Rock Roman's looking for right now. A very even fight as we're going into the mid section of the first round.
It really is, my man. The combinations from both guys. Moroccan seems to be looking to work that body quite heavily, doing a good job so far with the knees on the inside. The one thing he's doing though is he's throwing a couple of kicks right on the inside of kind of punching range, and I wonder if Poirier is going to be able to capitalize on that with some of the lovely boxing combinations he's been throwing on the inside.
Oh, he catches him there with a head kick, and that's one of the aspects of the Moroccan Lion that I always find he needs to kind of work on. You shouldn't be throwing them kicks in the punching range, the pocket as we like to call it, but sometimes it turns it into a knee, as we know the crane kicks turn into a knee to the body, which is devastating, and that's kind of the habit I think from Moroccan Lion. So Rock Roman at the moment trying to find his distance, trying to find his range. He's doing a good job of not getting high vulnerability and kind of just chipping away at the Moroccan Lion. As he catches him right there, he pushes him back to the fence. Moroccan Lion with good head movement, Cyrus.
Yeah, lovely work. Lovely combination from Moroccan Lion as well. After it, he had his opponent a little bit gassed after that big flurry and just came back with a perfectly placed shot, Humble, to get him a little bit scared going into the last 30 seconds of this round.
Oh, nice work right there from Poirier, who's going to end this round really strong at the moment. We're looking at a back and forth contest, and it's just a matter of who can land that high vulnerability shot to hurt their opponent. Moroccan Lion coming forward, hitting him with that push kick to the body. Dustin Poirier's in, have one back, my son. And Cyrus, who do you think's top in that round? I can't fathom it.
No, I mean, it's a pick'em. It seriously is 50-50. I'd love to see the statistics. Maybe that'll kind of shine a little bit more light, but in the heat of the moment, these guys both getting big rocks on each other. I really don't know, my man. Maybe with a knockdown, Dustin got it, but he's looking a little bit worse for wear going into the second round. The stamina's very, very low. His health didn't look fantastic either. Although we can't see Moroccan and where he's at with it, Humble, which is obviously a little bit thing, but he could be looking pretty clean. I don't think he's taken as many missed shots, although there has been a lot of kicks involved.
With the crane kick, one of the issues I have with the crane kicks is the stamina cost for the crane kicks. You can throw 40 around, I counted, and you can still be fine. So I've done the actual research on this before. So the crane kicks, you can throw as many as he wants, really, and all the different stuff. But he is mixing up really well. But Rock Roman, like you said, has got to be wary of that stamina. He's got to be wary of missing, and the lunges strike as well. When you lunge, it doesn't cost any stamina, which is crazy because you are using a big amount of energy to kind of lunge and stuff.
Lovely, really. Yeah, that was a massive kick, man. Caught him. Massively strong, but the knee on the inside, once again, perfectly timed from Moroccan Lion. This man showing that his kicking game, his knees are really, really on point.
And this is the issue you've got with Rock Roman at the moment. If you're overzealous, if you think to yourself, I've got this guy hurt, I've finally closed the distance, you get close to him and then he throws the crane kick. It's basically a crane kick. All he's doing is pressing the crane kick button. It's changing the crane kick to a knee. So he only has to kind of press that one button, and if you even get just out of range, that's what happens.
Oh my God, the Moroccan Lion with the KO. That's a big one for him, bro. He got tested a lot in that fight. His opponent was definitely a tough game all-round opponent, but the teep kicks, the inside knees and those crane kicks to the face, like you said, with the story of the night, and he gets it in emphatic fashion.
Yeah, he does, and he gets the crane kick knockout, which will go on his highlight reel and probably on his YouTube channel as well, over a really tough opponent. I know how good Rock Roman is. Me and him have sparred a lot. Honestly, Rock Roman will be back. He's one of the better competitors we've had come through to the Primetime, and I'm looking forward to seeing him because he's an excellent competitor. But Moroccan Lion's a tricky one. He has beat me a few times with that's just sort of awkward technique, and if you don't get it right, it's over, and that's the problem. If you lunge or move the wrong way, or you sidestep or anything, he just catches you at the end of one of them crane kicks, and it's high vulnerability.
Yeah, it can be devastating, especially when you're going up against somebody that's landing it with as much consistency that Moroccan Lion was. He obviously had it timed out, liked to go to those favoured techniques that he had, and they worked out brilliantly for him. Obviously, on the flip side, Rock Roman maybe getting a little bit frustrated, a couple too many of them getting, landed on the early side of him. But like you said, he's a tough veteran of the game himself, been around the scene for a long time, so we know he's going to be back better than ever, and obviously look to come out in his next one with a big performance. But interesting to see where Moroccan Lion goes from there. That's a big first performance. I believe that's his debut for both gentlemen in Primetime MMA, so I'm sure he's got a lot of things ahead of him. This PlayStation side is hotting up a little bit. Obviously, we're getting more and more guys coming across that have some names within the community, and I'm really interested to see how they can do going forward into Primetime MMA.
Yeah, 100%. Moroccan Lion now 1-0. Humble Dink 1-0. Interesting. Anyway, let's move on to the next fight.